You ever heard that saying, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade? Well, what if life hands you 2 lemons? You might just find yourself in a bit of a pickle, because there's not much you can whip up with that, right? It's kind of like when you throw 2 narcissists into a relationship. Honestly, there's not a whole lot you can do to make that situation work. You've got double the dysfunction, double the drama, and trust me, double the devaluation. By the end of the day, it's just double the damage. So, what does this look like up close? What's it actually like, living in the pressure cooker of a narcissistic relationship where both parties are only interested in getting their own way? Stick around, because we're diving into the wild world of narcissism and how it messes with everyone involved. Let's kick things off with the question, what happens when you mix 2 narcissists? It's way more complicated than just adding 2 personalities together. Think of it like trying to mix oil and water or fire and air. You get this explosive combination that few can navigate without getting burned or drowning in toxicity. The initial phase can feel almost surreal. It's like watching 2 magnets of the same pole trying to repel each other while being drawn into a collision course. They're both attracted to each other's grandiose image, and there's this intoxicating feeling of being admired by someone who gets their need for adoration. At this stage, you might mistake it for love bombing, but really, it's more like a love barrage. Each person bombards the other with compliments, affirmations, and promises of a shared future that'll make them the envy of everyone around them. It's a heady mix that can totally intoxicate your senses and set the stage for a relationship built on shaky foundations of pride and vanity. But hold on, because this is where things start to shift. The honeymoon phase doesn't last forever. Once those masks come off, the coldness beneath is hard to ignore. Suddenly, it's not about winning each other over anymore, it's all about winning against each other. This subtle change is like moving from a sunny beach to a murky battlefield. It's every person for themselves now. Initially, they might have been okay with sharing the spotlight, but now, oh no, they want it all. Their words become these subtle jabs, designed to undermine and belittle the other. Empathy, forget it. It gets weaponized, making it clear that they know each other as vulnerabilities and aren't afraid to exploit them. The battle for emotional supply turns into a zero-sum game. One person's gain equals the other's loss, and it's a war without quarter. It's a silent battle where the weapons are sharp and the scars run deep, and as time goes on, the escalation continues. The narcissist's grandiosity clashes with the other's need for the limelight, patience, compromise, not in their vocabulary. So when one tries to outshine the other, you can bet it's going to cause some serious friction. The tactics get more overt. One might go for covert manipulation while the other opts for open aggression. It's like watching 2 chess players trying to outmaneuver each other. Tension thick in the air as they use their knowledge of each other as weaknesses to gain the upper hand. And here's the kicker, when 2 narcissists fight, there's no room for resolution. It's not your typical argument where 2 people with different viewpoints try to find common ground. Nope, it's more like 2 boxers in a ring, each one trying to knock the other out. There's no negotiation, no compromise, just a burning desire to prevail. Most people, when faced with a narcissist, try to appeal to logic or reason. They think if they explain their perspective, maybe the narcissist will understand and even empathize. But here's the reality check. When you're dealing with 2 narcissists, the normal rules of engagement just don't apply. It's a constant battle of wills where the only winner is the one who can inflict the most damage. As the relationship progresses, the narcissist's true colors become glaringly obvious. The mask slips, revealing the cold, calculating individual beneath. They use guilt, shame, and fear to control those around them. And when you throw another narcissist into the mix, it's like doubling the toxicity. The relationship morphs into a psychological minefield where every conversation is laced with hidden barbs, and every gesture is scrutinized for any sign of weakness. It's exhausting and emotionally draining, often leaving the other person questioning their own sanity. Eventually, the collapse of this relationship feels almost anticlimactic. The narcissist can only tolerate sharing the spotlight for so long. Their need for external validation and praise will eventually drive a wedge between them. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck. The end of the relationship is often messy and drawn out, a bitter pill to swallow because a narcissist isn't one to go down without a fight. It's a classic display of wounded pride and bruised ego. So, what are the biggest challenges in healing from a narcissistic relationship? After experiencing the trauma of narcissistic abuse, healing and moving forward can feel like an uphill battle. Many survivors grapple with a range of emotional and psychological challenges. Let's break down some of the most significant ones. If you want us to dive deeper into any of these, just let us know in the comments. First up is regaining a sense of self. Narcissistic abuse often leaves you feeling confused and with a shattered self-esteem. Rebuilding your self-identity and self-worth takes time and consistent effort. It's about recognizing the impact of the abuse, challenging those negative beliefs that the narcissist instilled in you, and gradually affirming your own needs and values. It's a journey, but one that's absolutely worth taking. Next, there's the struggle with trust. Betrayal, deception, and manipulation are the bread and butter of narcissistic abuse. These experiences can lead to a deep-seated distrust towards others, making it tough to form new relationships or even maintain the ones you already have. You might find yourself second-guessing everyone's intentions, always on high alert for the next betrayal. And let's not forget the fear of being manipulated or controlled. This lingering fear can manifest as hypervigilance in new relationships, where you're constantly scanning for red flags or signs of manipulation. It can also lead to social anxiety or a reluctance to engage in close relationships for fear of being taken advantage of again. It's like living in a state of constant alert, and it's exhausting. Isolation is another challenge that often follows narcissistic abuse. Survivors may find it hard to trust and rely on others, leading to feelings of loneliness or a reluctance to seek support. The narcissist often enforces this isolation, making it difficult to reach out for help or connect with others who can provide the understanding and support you need. Lastly, many survivors deal with post-traumatic stress. The trauma of narcissistic abuse can lead to symptoms like flashbacks, nightmares, and heightened anxiety levels. Seeking therapy and trauma-informed care can be a game-changer in processing these emotions and reactions. It's all about finding the right support to help you navigate this tricky terrain. Now, does anyone ever learn anything from a relationship like this? Well, let us be real, getting two narcissists to change their ways is about as likely as convincing a leopard to change its spots. Narcissistic personality disorder is notoriously difficult to treat because the individual often refuses to acknowledge that there's anything wrong with them. They'll usually point fingers at everyone else, claiming that the problems lie with those around them. So, the chances of either narcissist changing their behavior enough to make the relationship work, slim to none, and that's being generous. Navigating relationships with narcissists is complex and challenging, but by understanding the dynamics at play, we can better protect ourselves and set boundaries to ensure our emotional well-being. Healing from narcissistic abuse is absolutely possible, but it requires patience, self-compassion, and sometimes professional guidance. If you found this video relatable or helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from this information. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for hanging out with us today.